Welcome back to CAIRN. I am standing in front of my first ice wall, which I'm going to have to learn how to climb. We saw a tutorial at the end of the last episode, but I'm really not sure if I understood it all correctly. I have cranked the fan in my office so that I can be cold, just like Aava, and really get into the immersion here. Okay, yeah, I've got an ice axe. So what does that mean? Okay, so I can put away the ice pick if I don't want it. But if I do want it, I can hold square and just get it in there. And then I put my foot. Oh, I've also got cleats on my feet. But I don't need it if I've got either an existing crack or a platform. So let's jam this one in. All right, and now this guy I can probably just hook. But if I'm going to go higher, yeah. So I think that each time I use that sort of special move, the holding. Oh, yeah, see, there you go. Okay, so I didn't hold that time, and it slipped right out. But if I'm trying to tap it to get into that crack, but it's not working. That one worked. Okay, I want this one. Yeah, so when I have a ledge to hold on to, I don't want to hold the square button. Because I think holding the square button takes more effort. Whoa, wait, why are you putting that foot out there, weirdo? I wanted my left hand. There we go. All right, so I need to raise my left foot now. And so we need to hold to kick it in as hard as we can. And then let's reach higher. I can't, okay. Well, let's stick that in there a little bit. Let's get my foot a little bit higher. Okay, let's try this guy. There. And that guy. This is more stressful. But it is kind of nice that that I can make my own handholds, sort of. We're slipping off this stuff pretty easily. It's making me wonder if it would make sense for me to, like, always jam my foot in as hard as I can. Because I don't know what kind of difference it makes. To my stamina. Because that's what they warned me. They warned me that it takes more effort to jam this stuff in hard to a place that doesn't already have a crack. Like that. And so I don't know, but I don't know how important to expect that to be. Like, maybe I should just be doing it all the time and it's not going to make a huge difference. Or maybe it makes a huge difference and I need to be very careful. I have gone through a fair amount of water. I wonder if I'm going to be able to, like, melt snow or anything up here. Or if I'm going to find running water. Okay, looks like I can get up to that next higher ledge pretty easily. So let's start there. And you'll notice she automatically put away her ice gear when we're not on an ice wall. Is this what I want to be doing? Going left? I don't think I do. I think I want to be going up. Not that arm. That arm. Okay, and it looks like there might be something interesting up here. Oh, and it looks like there's another ice wall I could have climbed. Oh, I might still have to climb it, actually. What's this? The bag is weighted down with stones. It contains an envelope addressed to Ebba Caruso. My darling, I hope you received this message so you stop worrying. As you know, I'm no longer with you. But rest assured that I had the best ending I could have had. When you told me you couldn't take care of me when I got old, it hit me hard. But you were right. I couldn't imagine becoming a burden to you or ending up with the old crummies in a nursing home.
Going out on the mountain. I can't think of a better place either.
So here I am, climbing Cami again, knowing that at some point I'm going to encounter a wall that's a little too hard for me. Who knows, maybe I'll meet up with Christian and the rest of the expedition. We will never know. If I'd climbed with them 40 years ago, would they have all come back down? Don't be sad, it's all for the best. I know you'll continue on the path you've set out for yourself. A lifetime of success and happiness, as a free and independent woman. I'm proud of you and I love you more than anything. Wow, okay. Am I gonna...
I'll bring your message back to her.
That's what I was thinking. What did I just get? I think I just got an item. Oh, painkiller. Okay, sure. So now the question is, how do I get up higher? Looks like, okay, the wall next to me is pretty climbable. I don't need to do that ice wall, I don't think. And there's a bunch of stuff to explore in there. And then there's just more wall to climb. Yeah. Huh. Well, we'll have to get closer to figure out what we're doing. So at least I'm hoping this is climbable. I don't know. I'm having my doubts now that I'm looking at it. Let's start over here so that I've got room to stick my foot there. And then I think I can wrap this foot around here temporarily until I can get it up there. Okay, this looked very climbable from afar, but I think part of the... Okay, well, I was seeing up above where it gets more climbable. But also, like, when you zoom out, I think the distances between cracks and features of the surface get compressed. You know, things get small when they get further away. And so it's easy to look at something and go, oh, yeah, oh, that's got lots of handholds. And, like, it does, but they're a whole body length apart from each other. All right, do I want to... Yeah, it looks like I want to be going around to the left. Let's sidle around first. Nope, that's not a place to put a foot. There we go. That's the foot I want. Okay, I'm starting to feel my controller vibrating. Let's get into a more reasonable position here. Alright. So yeah, I think I can dig my foot in here. And there's a spot for my right foot over here. That's a little distant, though. That might have been a bad move. Alright, let's see if I can get it underneath there. Maybe that's good enough. Okay, now what? I think if I scooch a little to the left, I can kind of get over this bigger gap here. Put my foot there. And then... Oh, no, don't. Slipping is bad anywhere on this mountain. Do you really need a cooling pod up here? Okay. I actually have water already. Okay, so this is a climbable surface leading up to a doorway. Whoa. Okay, I thought this was a thing I could enter, but it is not. At least not yet. What is in here? I can see something. Are you a lizard? I found a Hygrocybe rubescens. Okay, I've interacted with it. Am I supposed to be able to put it in my... Oh, what? These are just mushrooms. They give you health and fill your stomach and something else? Hallucinogenic powers. Oh, Okay, in my other save, I licked a toad. I don't remember where it was. If it was someplace that I just plain didn't see in this playthrough or what. But I licked a toad, and there was just a toad sitting somewhere, and I licked it. And then I ended up like hallucinating, and basically what it did was it just turned on really bright edge detection on everything. So like I had like rainbow edges and everything, and actually, oh good, climbing tape and a pretzel. What? And it actually. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the fact that I'm trying to cram as much crap in here as I can. Pretzel. It actually might have made it a little bit easier to climb, because I can see the edges so much better. There's a save point down there. When was I... Was there a route that I didn't figure out, that I didn't take? Because going down to it feels weird. Like, I don't want to miss a shot at a save point. That seems pretty valuable. But, like... I'm supposed to go up, aren't I? And it seems like kind of a dangerous climb to get down there. I wonder if I can cook with these mushrooms. So, okay. I can eat the pretzel, but it actually costs me thirst. Oh, I know why it's worth going down. Because there's water down there. I need to cook and fill my bottles. So, yeah, because I don't know when the next time I'm going to see running water is, or flowing water. So I think, yeah, I should actually climb down. I think it's actually worth it. We'll see if I'm right. Climbing down is a weird feeling, though. Like, you don't do a lot of it in this game. I'm honestly a little bit surprised that the character knows what I'm doing. That she will stretch down the same way she stretches up. Okay, that didn't look like I was really grabbing anything. I'm lucky I lived through that. Okay, yeah. Just making sure that I'm going in a useful direction. So when I reach near ice, it just automatically puts an ice axe in my hand. Oh, that's neat. Okay. See if I can nail that. Okay, let's reach a foot out to that normal thing. I love that, like, I've got magical ice axes and magical cleats that just appear or don't appear on my hands and feet. I mean, it's funny, but also, like, I don't want this to work a different way. I don't want to be locked in to using one set of tools or the other in the middle of a mixed wall. So, you know, I'm laughing at it, but they made the right decision. All right, so let's. It said fill. Oh my gosh, this is just all save all the time. I want to fill. There we go. Fill, 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 fill. Okay. Okay, we can't cook with the mushrooms. But we can make some... Wait a minute. I want to cook with this. We'll get rid of the can. We'll make some oats. And, okay, so they don't fill me very much, but they will warm me up. I think I'm going to wait to eat them until I've gone a little higher and got a little colder. And then everything else is just water. And it looks like, yeah, the mushrooms... Can't do anything with the mushrooms yet. So let's do that and that. We should probably eat the pretzel because we can just drink from the stream. So I don't know if this oatmeal's how long this oatmeal is going to stay hot. Does it say, wait? Is it saying it'll stay hot for 2 minutes? Is that what that means right there? Or does it mean it'll warm me up for 2 minutes? That I'm not sure of. I've also got this as a backup. And I've still got the camera. I'm so proud of my stupid camera. Alright. I don't think I've got... No. Alright. Then let's get out of here. Day 10 is called this... Or this place that I'm at is called the secret. Day 10 is the time. The secret is wherever I happen to be. So is it just this little cave here is called the secret? Or is the chapter of this story called the secret? Because I'm about to find some secret. Something other than this cave. Let's go back the way we came. I don't know if this is going to be as easy to climb up as it was to climb down. The fact that it was fairly easy to do this does make me think... Can I reach that? Nope. That I was intended to come this way. Like, I kept thinking, like, oh, if this is down below me, then I must have missed something. Like, there was an opportunity to come in from the bottom of this place that I didn't find. But actually, this climb was easy enough that I suspect this was the way to get here. This was, the intended way to get here. Did I just hammer an ice axe into my own hand? Kind of looked like I did. Okay, hold on to that crack, and then get a foot up there, and then reach for that, and then another foot. And no, that is not where we're putting our foot, you Cirque du Soleil weirdo. Oh, that reminds me. My wife and I are actually planning to go see a Cirque du Soleil show tomorrow. Was it tomorrow? I think it is. I better make sure. Better check. Oh wait, there's like a ladder over there. Hold on. I want to climb the ladder looking thing. Here, let's get our feet off this thing. Oh, wait. All right. Wait, is this not... Is this the right place? Hold on. Did I might have climbed this wrong. Where did I come from? I came from... Am I too high? I'm too high. Oh. Well, is this an okay place to climb? It goes up to a platform up there. So I guess so? You know, this is a really interesting sort of late game development. Having me have to learn how to, like, ice climb. Because ice climbing, it looks like there's a little bit more to think about, but it's not actually harder, as far as I can tell. But I think that's good. I think that, like, you know, we've done some really, really hard climbs in this game. And I'm actually kind of relieved that it didn't just get harder and harder and harder with no end in sight. Put a foot onto that. And let's get both feet onto it. No? Okay, well, yeah, both feet onto it. And then... Can we hold on to... Can we hold on to that? Whoa. I'm guessing that climbing this is a good idea. I don't know. Let's... Whoa! When I relax, I leave the axe in there? That's kind of cool. Okay. I really hope going up the middle of this thing is what I should be doing. Because I can't see. Oh, look at that. There's an ice column leading to some kind of room. But, wait a minute. I can't turn my head to look at the sky. Okay, so this entire space in here might be a distraction. Because when I looked in here, I assumed that this was open to the sky. I assumed that I could just go up this way and just keep going up. But it looks like I'm going to have to get out of this cave before I go all the way up. But whatever this is, I mean, it might definitely still be worth it, so... Nope, nope, not like that. In the crack. There we go. Okay, let's... So yeah, I wonder what I'm losing by, you know, doing some of these more dramatic, hammering the ice axe in? Is my character digesting food faster, for instance? Am I going to get hungrier faster? Am I going to lose? I mean, I did just lose, it did notify me that I'd gone down a tier with water. So I imagine it feels like what they want me to be doing. Okay. Shake it off. It seems like what they want me to be doing is trying to conserve my energy. Shake it off again. Okay. I've never put a baton in ice before. This is making me real nervous. So we're just going to go off belay and start again. Okay. Better time to eat the oatmeal. Fill up my health. I mean my warmth, whatever it is. Okay. Are we done relaxing? So yeah, I'm assuming that it is genuinely valuable for me to be finding these little cracks and sticking my feet into them. See, it is hard to tell what counts as a crack, though, Because, like, right there, I thought that ledge was going to count as putting it into a crack, but you heard it kind of ting off it. So that wasn't a good crack. All right, what is this? We've got... Oh, wait, was there another way up here? Oh, they're totally... I didn't have to climb that ice thing. There's another way up here on this side. And I assume probably another way up here on this side, too. Okay, well, we had options. Good to know. But what is this? More of
All
these
the lights are on
crystals.
you, Cammy.
My robot's getting very confused. Troglodyte baton? An indestructible troglodyte baton. When will I use this? Will it always be the first baton I use? Or will it just randomly, passively be indestructible? We have conquered the rock, only the summit remains. That's a neat prize. Any other offerings? It's weird to be climbing something so normal and slopey that a normal person might actually be able to climb. I'm assuming there's some benefit to be climbing this. I mean, it's practically begging me to climb it. Okay, yeah, I got a trophy that says I did it. All right, I did this. Whatever this is. Nope, nope, nope. I don't want you to... Okay. Let's just see. Will she just slide down this normally? No. Alright, let's... All right, you know what? I'm jumping off.
Not again!
All right. Now to figure out how to really get where we're trying to go. Okay, it looks like there's like a platform up ahead. Like if I can climb onto this wall and make my way that direction. Can I get my foot all the way up to no? Okay. Well, we're just going to stick it here and pretend that's a good place to put a foot. And then get that foot there. There we go. All right, this is starting to make more sense. Okay, okay, real ledge. I'm finding myself leaning to the right because, I don't know, I'm intimidated by this, by this ledge I'm walking along. Oh, what the heck? Sugar, crackers, okay. Wait, there was a way. It feels like this level feels freaking complicated. Like, I mean, we've seen some levels that were complicated before. What am I doing? I'm seeing if I've got... Oh, yeah. I want to drink something. Okay, I've drunk an entire bottle of water. I've got crackers. They're going to make me thirsty. But not very thirsty. And I've got sugar cubes that I can put in some of my water. To make it extra sweet, which I think just gives me some extra stamina. But yeah, like so there was that wall that had the different routes that I could take to get the different pieces of the doll. And that was complicated. And there's a few other spaces like that, you know, the cavern that had... I don't want to climb down this. The cavern that had all the glowing crystals. You know, there's a lot of different places that I could miss in that area. Though I played through it again, and I feel like I kind of maximized it. I found a couple more little things, but nothing major. But this... I mean, it makes sense for this to be near the pinnacle. Like... Because I went this particular route, but clearly there were other wildly different ways that I could have gone. To have gotten up past that save point, for instance. So I'm probably just taking only the most obvious route right now. And there are probably more interesting ways that I could have gone. But honestly, I mean, I kind of consider that a good thing. I want to not discover everything about this game on this playthrough. I want to leave you, as an audience, with questions and motivation to go get and play this game yourself and find the stuff that I missed. Figure out, you know, what path would have taken me up past that save point the first time, instead of having it be an alternate path that I just decided not to backtrack along. Okay, so... Oh, the FOV is changing. Weirding me out. Okay, we've got a village down there. We're already that high above the place where we started last episode. But I can still see it? That's nuts. Okay. So I can either go up the ice side, or I'd rather go up the left side. It's got a platform for me to land on at the top. I don't know if I'll... Wait, this can't be the summit. No, in the background, yeah, the mountain goes higher than this. This is a thing that happens when you're climbing a mountain, though. Like, you see a thing in front of you that looks like the summit. And you're like, yeah, I'm almost there. And you get on top of it, and you can see, oh no, this was just a tiny little rise leading up to the summit. This is not anywhere close to the summit. I haven't done, like, serious mountain climbing like Aava, but I've gone on some pretty exciting hikes before. And, that is definitely part of the experience. Okay, we can't put batons in here. Okay, I think this corner is what I want to be climbing. The left side I also could climb. If I can get over this... Okay. Okay, this is so freaking slippery. What? The Edelweiss can save my life? That's how it works? No, I'm gonna die. I do not feel like I fell far enough to die. She has survived that kind of fall many, many times. That's why I wasn't taking it that seriously. But whatever, it's fine. Yeah, I wasn't being very careful because I had climbed very high. There's a platform directly below me. All right, we're back at this save point. Let's just get back to where we were. All right, we're back. Let's try this again. Does it look like this part of the mountain does seem pretty darn climbable? If I can just get over this initial hump. Okay, so I need a foot here. Okay, we're about to get into an unpatonable area. And I'm curious, actually, when I use that fancy baton. Okay. That's what I hoped. It looks like I used my troglodyte baton first, which means if that thing's indestructible, I'm pretty sure what they're telling me is I can put one baton on every climb without losing any batons. Because normally if I screw up placing a baton, I think it's guaranteed to come out damaged. And I think even a normal, successful baton placement has a chance to damage the baton. And so over time, I'm going to be steadily losing batons that I'm going to have to, replace or just be cautious with. Ooh. Okay, let's get our feet under us properly. Okay. But now, I basically, because I found that troglodyte baton, I get one free baton on every climb. Okay, so I can climb up this. Oh yeah, there's a save point up there. Okay, I want to climb up that, except let's look over here real quick. Because... yeah, there's more mountain over here. And it's very spiky. That is a spiky-ass mountain. Okay. I do like that save point up there, though. So I think I'm going to go for that first. I mean, there might be some supplies up there. There might be all kinds of stuff. So, what am I dealing with here? Looks like we've got an ice climb. and then just to climb up to the save point. Oh, there's a save point on that side too. This save point is just plastered against the wall. That save point over there has got platforms. It might have more stuff around. I think that might be the better save point to target. If I'm going to do either one, which... I don't know, there's something up ahead of me too. Okay, we're going to leave those other two save points as an exercise for the viewer. I'm doing this. This has the soundtrack on it. So it's important.
Marco,
Aava!
you're alive.
Kind of, yeah.
What are you doing here? I thought... I hoped you'd gone back down. What is this place?
We're in Grandpa's shelter. He brought me here. I was in pretty bad shape.
You should have gone back down.
Couldn't bring myself to do it. Your pep talks are working, apparently.
Marco, I'm sorry.
Lucky for me, Grandpa was watching from afar. And he brought me back here.
Who's Grandpa? Hello?
This is Aava. I told you she would come this way.
Sit down, little one. You must be starving. I heard about you, kid. Your stories preceded even Marco.
You live here? How long has it been?
I'd say 12 years. I'm not so sure. At first I counted the days very carefully. But today, it doesn't seem to matter as much.
12 years? This scar... Are you telling me that you're Damas Alfatri? Can you believe it, Marco? Damas Alfatri is standing right here in front of us.
I don't know who that is. Sorry. He must have been famous in your day, but you're the oldest climber I know.
Hey, I followed your ascent in the newspapers. We thought we'd lost you.
You did.
Why didn't you come back down?
When I started climbing, Camille, I was like you. I thought I could do it. Or I should say, I couldn't see myself failing. If I came down today, that would be a total failure. But if I remain on the wall, even in between, that means I haven't given up completely. I need to hold on to that hope. Or else, I'll go insane.
Given up what? The summit? You mean you haven't tried getting to the top?
You have to listen to what he has to say. And please, don't get mad.
What are you talking about?
Let me show you. This refuge is the highest point you reach. No one has ever been higher. Like for all of us, this is the end of your journey.
With all due respect, you have no idea what I'm able to do. Just because you weren't up to snuff doesn't mean that I won't make it. There has to be a way.
Tell that to all those who died trying, and all those who came back down, defeated.
Aava, be reasonable. It's too dangerous, even for you.
Climbing grades become meaningless above this point. The ice is crumbly no matter what time of the year, and whole sections shear off regularly. Edges are sharp enough to slash ropes and hands. Any hold could fall apart. I've seen 3 outcomes for everyone who attempted to go up. They either end up at the bottom of the gorge, or an ice spike planted through the head, or frozen to death as they stubbornly kept trying.
Okay, we'll be over there. Take some time to gather your thoughts.
So there's an ice climb that looks theoretically doable, but then it's impossible to tell how far away that summit is. It could be just a few short, difficult climbs away, or it could be as far as we've climbed so far. Like, it's foreshortening does that to you. You can't really tell how close a peak is.
You know, when I went to see the wall up above us, its absurd difficulty, I came back down feeling relieved.
Because you're finally allowed to give up.
Exactly.
I'm not like you, Marco. The mountain is in my gut, deep inside.
No. I think the mountain is all in your head, like a disease that's eating at you. You can heal if you want to.
So you've made your decision.
Haven't you? Would you rather stay here, stuck between the ground and the summit? Like that old man?
I don't know. Things are so easy here. The goal is clear. It's a climb that's entirely up to me. Exactly what I can't have in life down below.
You know, you have like-minded folks down there? They're called humans. Not sure if you've heard of them. From up here, they're these tiny little critters, no bigger than ants. Quite endearing, though.
They can't give me what the mountain gives me.
What if you stop climbing?
I don't know anything else.
You could learn.
Maybe.
There's a room right over there. I'd like you to see it.
What's in there?
My last attempt at convincing you to come back down. Over 12 years, Grandpa's had plenty of visitors who tried to climb the summit. He amassed quite a collection.
A collection of what?
Of ours. Climbers who kept climbing. And died. People who went through the same places we did. Who arrived here, wondering whether they should continue or turn around. Check out what's in that room. It's a reminder that the mountain always wins in the end.
Did you know that there's a radio telephone in here? Do you know if it works? Naomi? Naomi, it's me. I just had to... Naomi, Naomi, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Look, I just wanted to tell you that I've been thinking about what you said, you know. About why I'm doing all of this. And I guess I tried to find an answer that you could hear. And I oh fuck! I don't know why. Oh, I wish I knew. I don't. I just don't.
Aava. Aava, it's time. Grandpa told me the skies will be clear for the next 72 hours. This is our chance.
Oh. Okay.
I'll wait for you by the entrance.
Okay, so I just got a trophy called Neither Success Nor a Failure. Okay, all of my stats are filled up. I'm very curious what lies ahead of me here. Am I going to be given a shot at trying to climb the rest of Cami? Or is the story going to end with me climbing down? Or is the story going to force me to climb Cami? Because Aava can't bear to do anything else. I really like... So Aava at the beginning of the story, I was just like, well, she's just a jerk. You know? I do like that they did that little... that thing where she and Marco were humming together. To sort of reconcile after she, you know, wouldn't let him hum with her before. They've got, like, a real connection now. And she can't just sort of push him aside in her sort of quest for what she's doing. But yeah, so like I was reading her as just like, she's a jerk. Why do I want to believe this jerk? But as they're digging into this more and more, I don't know, I've thought more about it. I really like the theme they're going after here because, like, I think, you know, as somebody in a creative profession, when you are young and you start a profession like this, you're thinking of all of the most famous, most successful people in your medium as sort of your role models. It's like, oh, I want to be this person. This person has done these great things. I want to be that person. But there's only a handful of those people in the world. And a lot of them are there mostly because of luck, not because they were the best, you know? And it's actually like, it's not something that you can easily just decide you're going to do, aspire to, and then get there. You know, the way that the old man was describing this mountain, like you got to the point where now it's just luck whether you can make it, you know, and luck is against you. You could be the best climber in the world, but if a bunch of ice just shears off underneath you, your skill didn't matter. And you hit this point where it's like, you've done some great things and you should be very proud of yourself. But if your life is just about climbing this mountain, you're just gonna, maybe you'll succeed, but more than likely you're just gonna hurt yourself or fail. And I think the thing that Aava is supposed to be learning here is that you got to make your life about something more important than just climbing a mountain. Like, your life should be about the people around you. It should be about something that is achievable to anyone, which is, connecting to the people who are near them, being kind to them, and, and making your life about that, about those friendships, those relationships. And if you target that as being what your life is about, it's not a question of success and failure. It's much more of an ongoing project that you can invest in and find meaning in, without this question of, did I get to the top? And so I'm finding this particularly meaningful for me, that chances are I'm never going to be some big famous game designer. And, and it's easy for a part of me to feel disappointed in that, feel like, oh, well, then I haven't succeeded. But in real life, I'm on a team that I really like, doing work that I find fulfilling, and I've got a family and friends and people who matter to me. And, if I were tempted to just only pursue greatness as a game designer as my only goal, the only thing I cared about, I could destroy all of those other good things in my life. And I don't want to do that. And this is making me think about that. I was just sort of, making my choices as you do. But I like how this game is confronting me with that question, making me think about that, and making me consciously now decide, no, what matters to me more is my relationships and, what I do day to day with the people that I care about. And that's just so much more important than climbing some mountain. And I'm hoping that as this thing wraps up, and I don't know if it's going to wrap up this episode or not, as this thing wraps up, I'm hoping that it leaves with that as the conclusion, either by having Aava accept it and and decide to live her life a different way, or by having her refuse it and destroy herself in the process. I'm not sure which one to anticipate. But I like that theme. I feel like I've gotten something out of this. It's not that often that I play a game that has that kind of effect on me. What's in these pots? Some cooked trout, some cooked dandelion. But yeah, the altars last year had a similar kind of effect on me. It made me think about my life and my choices in a different way. And I didn't expect CAIRN to be a game that was doing that. I expected it to just be a neat mountain climbing game. What? They have no business making me think about my life. Assessment. Climber 500 feet from the refuge, facing northeast, dead for 3 days. Fell like a rock to the bottom of the chasm. Splash. Okay, so we've got just a bunch of assessment of the dead people that he found. You can pause and read these if you like. I'm going to keep going. Alright, I can save here. This place is called the Blades. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Wow. Okay. Let's go down and talk to Marco. It looks like if I want to keep climbing the mountain, I can. But let's see if they give me the option to go back down. Because one thing I could imagine, I've collected some keepsakes while I was here, right? Or no, I didn't. I thought okay. So maybe they don't. Maybe nothing becomes a keepsake until you bring it down physically. So like I've got the Edelweiss, I've got this doll. I feel like I found one or more other things that I thought would have counted as keepsakes. But so the thing I'm wondering is, do I have to go back down with this doll part if I want to assemble the doll? Because I remember, like, I don't think that I could get all 3 doll parts in one go. So do I have to make the decision to go back down in order to keep things like the doll part? Mountaineering Diary for Dama Salfatri. Wow. This is 21 pages long. I am definitely not going to stop and read the whole thing. But, again, if you want to pause and read these things, absolutely feel free. Okay, how? He's been here so long. Holy crap. An old climbing magazine. Hey, I'm on that. Okay, there's a keepsake, right? But I still count as having no keepsakes. So I'm betting keepsakes must be something that I get the benefit of on future runs. That makes sense, right? Now I gotta see what's down here.
A collection of us.
Oh, what? Okay. So they put the backpacks here partly because of what it means
That's
to
a
the
lot.
story. But also, I can equip myself for the final run. Yeah, I'll take some more climbing tape, sure. I'm grabbing a few things, but my intent right now is to go back down this mountain and see, if that's an option available to me. I'm going to go back down this mountain and see what that ending is like. I don't know if they'll actually let me. I don't know if Aava can bring herself to do it. But if that's an option, I'm going to take it. So the stuff that I'm grabbing might not actually have much worth to me, because I might be barreling towards the ending of the game. However, I do have another save that's at the dome right now. So I could see coming back here and also finding out what the summit is like.
I think I got everything. Can't believe I'll be back in my van in a few days. Doesn't seem real. What about you, Aava? Have you made up your mind?
Okay. This is kind of what I was hoping for. So I'm going to pick go back down to see what that's like. I'm not sure if it's going to let me reload my save from up here after I've gone back down. Then I might also just come and branch off and see what happens if you go the other way. If it doesn't, then I might come back after my next save gets to the top. Though, if coming back down is essential for instance, putting the doll back together, I might also go back down with the other one, because that save has got another doll piece in it. It might be my fourth climb when I've done enough that I actually feel like I should try the summit. If that's how it goes, then whenever I do that, I'll come back and make another video. But yeah, I just, on a thematic level, I think Aava should go back down. I think that's what she should do. So even though as a player, I'm curious about the content that is beyond us here, and I'm still going to try to see it at some point, I think it means more to make the decision to go back down to Naomi.
I think it's... Yes. I think it's time I came down. Maybe I've spent a little too much time with the rocks.
It'll feel so good being back on solid ground. Trust me.
Marco didn't die! That is our greatest victory. Marco is alive. This is a beautiful game. Like... oh, and it's like playing my experience with Marco backwards. Or no, we're just going back down the mountain together. I love it when a game just goes above and beyond what it had to do. Like, you can imagine at least that this game just started as a neat idea of how to make a climbing game, right? Somebody probably just began with the mechanic. Oh, look, they're avoiding the murdering spider. They probably just started with an idea. I want to make a climbing game that controls like this and really makes you feel like you're doing genuine rock climbing. And they could have just made a game that just did that. That's all it was, you know? But they made it meaningful. They made it thematically and emotionally resonant by telling this story about this person. Oh, hey, that's the shepherdess. You never saw her on this playthrough because she was on a route that I didn't take. I found her in my other playthrough. So that's also content that you've missed. And another reason to go back and check this game out yourself. I liked her. She was pretty cool. It's so funny. I recognize all these places. You kind of would expect them to disappear, but having to navigate something like this, it sticks it in your memory. Soundtrack is pretty good, right? The cable car. Okay, they're going down via the cable car. That was the route that I took on my other playthrough. That I think that led me to the shepherdess. Maybe. Or maybe it was something else. No, I think it was climbing up the left-hand doll route. That's what led me to the shepherdess. So in this playthrough, I went up the right side and got the third doll piece. My other playthrough, I went up the left side and got the first doll piece, and I think that's what got me to the shepherdess. So now I need to do the middle one. I need to do a third playthrough to go up the middle and get the second doll piece. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the foot of the mountain here. Hopefully my girlfriend hasn't left me because I let our cat die while I was on a vacation. And destroyed a radio telephone while trying to contact her for no particular reason. It's interesting how the art is so different in these. Oh, this was made with Unity? Huh. Guess I just wasn't asking myself that question. Seems like they might have had to revise the credits after the song was written and locked down. Oh. They put all of their... No. Okay. So now where are we? What happens? Oh.
Aava! Aava!
Huh? What did you say?
Everyone's arrived. Well, except Marco. He's on the way. You're coming?
I'm coming.
Huh, they're playing kind of melancholy music right now. Oh, no, maybe not. It's got both feelings in it. Okay, so we get some stats here. You can load your save to review your route from the game slot selection menu. Okay, let's look at that. Review route. Okay, so can I... Okay, so I can continue this ascent. But let's review the route. And I think they want me to do that so I can see that I missed stuff. Right? I'm assuming. Oh, wait a minute. I can control the elevation of this? Have I been able to do this the entire time? It just occurred to me that I always feel trapped when I'm looking at the mountain from this pulled back perspective during the game. I wasn't even looking in the lower left to see what the controls are. Maybe I could have always controlled the elevation and seen much more. Holy crap. Is this really all one level? Or have they, I mean, this must be a lower detail version of it, right? No. Okay. I just fell like crazy over here. And you can see I always wander around trying to find as many resources as I possibly can. Okay, so I went up this backside over here. But then I came over here. Yeah, this is where the cable car is. I tried over here and I died. And so I was like, never mind. I came back over here. So I didn't go the cable car route this time. and it's not letting me follow the cable car route. Oh, and look over here. I went up this way, but I missed this. Ah, this. I don't know if you remember, there was one episode that I began by saying, hey, look, in my other playthrough, I found this waterfall that I haven't seen before. The waterfall is what you see if you climb the cable car route. But I didn't climb the cable car route. I went up this way, so I missed the waterfall. And then I explored very little over here. This is why I didn't learn to fish until later, because there's fish here and I didn't get them. But I chased a goat around for a little bit, and then I climbed up this way. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, so on my other playthrough, I just went straight up this right-hand side here to go to that doorway first, instead of climbing down to it. And then can I actually go inside here to see? Interesting. Okay, so then I went up this way, wandered around a bit, and then I went over here. I didn't go in here? What's this? Is this? Or is this? I wonder if this is the doll. Yeah, I think this is where the dolls are. Okay, so I went up the right side to get the third doll, and I think I did. Yes, I did do this to get the first doll, and that's where the shepherdess is over there. The second doll, I still haven't done, so I need to go up that way. I can only ascend where my route is, though. That's interesting. Okay, so I came up here. What was this place? Okay. I think I ended an episode in there. Okay, then I came up here. This stuff all really does connect. It's all seamlessly connected. Okay, yeah. So I came up here and then crossed. And this is where Crystal Guy is. I'm pretty sure I found all the things I could do here. I went in and out of all of these entrances. Out again. Can I go through here? I can't. I'm stuck. No. Hold on. I don't want to get stuck. Okay, let's just not worry about that. I went up here. Okay. I came out of there. Climbed this way. That was a really long climb, wasn't it? Holy crap. Okay. And then went and camped with Marco. This is leading up to the dome. We lit the fires at the dome. Hopped across here. Climbed this tower. We're getting tons of height now. And then went inside here. Decided not to climb up here, or to climb up here, but just went this way. And then this is the end of my journey. I came out here, I looked at the summit. But I didn't climb it. And look at that. Okay, so yeah, I was right. This climb right here looks pretty doable. long and grueling but doable. But it's not even the summit. And I don't know. I mean, the summit is all low detail right now, right? And so maybe that means that if you get to the top of this thing, she automatically climbs to the top. This counts as hitting the summit. Or maybe there's just, if I had climbed it, I could go further and see that no, this is also a very complicated climb leading up to the summit. I have no idea. There's just still so much for me to discover. So I don't know if there's going to be a gap between this episode and the episode where I make an attempt at the summit. There might be a delay because I might want to do multiple playthroughs to get to that point. I'm not sure. But also, I mean, it did say I could continue, so maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. I'm done for right now regardless, but maybe I'll just do this tomorrow and see how far I can get. Anyway, it's a decision for later. Thank you for coming so far with me on this, though. Like, I really, really love what this game is doing. It has no business being as emotionally involving as it is and as meaningful as it is. And so it's kind of ridiculous, but I love this game even more. This is definitely going to be one of my top games of the year. This thing is crazy. All right, so there's my subscribe button. Here's the next video whenever I make it, and I guess I'll see you then.